Oh my word. So my wife has one of these water boiling pots that you stick on the thing that sits on the counter, and it like boils it up, like it heats it through the center. So you don't actually put it on the stove. This morning I filled it up with water, and I don't know if I just went brain dead or what, because I know this, but I put it on the stovetop, turned the stovetop on. Next thing I know, smoke is everywhere, and this thing is melted to the stovetop. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the only person to ever do this, but it turns out it doesn't work. Sorry, honey. That's right, this is 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It is stinking cold this morning. There's good parts about guiding and there's bad parts about guiding. I gotta tell you, 12 degrees is one of the bad parts about guiding. Trying to stay warm in that cold of weather takes a lot of disposable hand warmers. I have like 2 taped on each foot, 1 taped on each elbow, 2 in each mitten, whatever it takes to stay warm. So, as you can see, fishing was actually pretty good for us at the beginning of last week, despite it being 12 degrees. It was so cold, but we had good fishing for a couple days, and then my trip Wednesday canceled because the weather was horrible. Terrible weather. Winter has had such a hard time letting go this year, it seems like. We even had a bunch of snow yesterday, and it's like April 2nd or 3rd or something. So, and then with all of the rain and cruddy weather we got, the river came way up, flood stage. So then the rest of my trips for last week canceled. So I was scheduled for 6 days last week, and I guided 2 of them. So that's the other kind of downside of being a fishing guide, is the weather and the water levels sometimes create issues, and we have to cancel trips. So I thought I was going to have a big paycheck at the end of last week. Turns out I didn't have a big paycheck. So yeah, another downside of being a fishing guide. Not that I'm complaining. I chose this. This was what I chose. So I take the good with the bad. I know there's been a serious lack of videos lately, but I have a good excuse. I've been busy. I've been busy doing stuff that really didn't warrant filming, like guiding. And I might do some of that in the future, but you know, when I'm with clients, it's kind of unprofessional to be videoing everything, I think anyways, in my opinion. But I've got all kinds of plans. So I have been working around the house a little bit. I got to show you these 2. These have been a game changer for me. They're heated gloves, and As somebody who has suffered from Reynauds since I was about 13 years old, I got frostbite when I was 13, and I don't know if that's what caused it or if the Reynauds caused me to get frostbite. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's something I've lived with ever since, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. It prevents me from doing a lot of the things that I want to do because I can't keep my fingers warm. Basically, they get cold from the inside, not from the outside. So my friend Charlie was telling me about these heated gloves that have changed his life. So I tried his for a day and liked them, and I bought a pair, and it's allowed me to do some of the things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. And it's given me kind of a feeling of normalcy, which is really great. I love it. So they're not perfect, but they do help a lot. So let me show you one thing that I have been working on today. Thanks to the gloves, it allowed me to work out here in the cold. So what I've been doing today is, look at Mrs. Z's in the window. What I've been doing today is I built a temporary deck, actually not even temporary, it can be permanent up front, because we're gonna do eventually a timber frame porch right here that will surround that. We're trying to decide if we wanna go all the way across with the porch roof or just like a 8-foot wide one over the door. So that's what we got to decide. I think all the way across would be really cool. And then I built a temporary deck right here in front of the sliding door. This house is going to look really nice with all the battens on, everything stained, all of the smart panel painted black and everything trimmed out. And then I put the deck that we had on the front of the door, which you can see has weathered really nicely. I put that behind the master bedroom slider. So yeah, been doing a few things today. So we are going for a walk the opposite way as we used to, going from our house over to my daughter's house, because I got to look for a gas can. I have a bunch of brush to burn. I mean, a bunch. And it's wet. And there's just nothing like gas for getting a brush fire going when it's wet. So let's see if I can get that going. That'll be nice. So the other cool thing, couple cool things that I want to show you, I'm going to flip this around and show you, but we have some really cool housewarming gifts from some of our friends. So really personal, thoughtful gifts. So check it out. So my friend Robert made us this beautiful sign here. It's got the Z, it's got the cardinal, because Mrs. Z loves cardinals. It's got the cross, because Jesus is everything to us. And it's got a fish. I don't know why he put a fish on it. Maybe it's because I'm a fishing guide. So that was super cool and thoughtful. And the other cool thing is this sign up here. Our friends Jim and Nikki had our other friend Jaslyn make us this awesome sign of our logo. And they even had her put Sasquatch on it. How amazing is that? So now, every time we go out our front door, we have to scream Zudventure. Isn't this ironic? At the top of the big dead tree that Mrs. Z likes so well is a cardinal. And she loves the cardinals. It's up there just singing a song. We got this old dead tree on in our woods. That's really cool. I don't know how old it is or what the story is behind it, but there's Mr. Cardinal. I'm out here with Bennett, the fluffy puppy, and Ginger. Bennett just likes to come out here and eat the snow. So I'm just out here for a walk with Ginger right now, and I'm gonna end this video right here. I think we got enough content. There we go. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next video. Ciao.